Okay, welcome back to part 2 of Get Piano Lesson 3. Now that we've had a chance to warm up to the basic idea of sight reading, let's continue what we started with a couple of 15-note finger patterns. Remember, the key to these exercises is to not look down at your fingers as you play them. We already know the numbering of our fingers, so it's really not necessary to watch your fingers as you play. Let's keep our eyes on the screen, looking forward at the chart, and let our fingers play the correct piano keys by themselves. And of course, proper form is still very important. There's no excuse to get sloppy just because we're not looking down at our hands. Alright, so let's begin with our right hand in the middle C position. And let's play each of these notes at a steady pace with even volume level and as accurately as you can. Okay, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 1, 1. Now, if you find that you're making mistakes in the beginning, just slow it down a bit until you're playing the chart correctly. Remember, that's the most important thing here. You don't want to compromise your accuracy by playing too fast. And then later, after you've practiced it successfully for a while, see if you can play it a little faster. But remember to keep your eyes glued to the chart and let your fingers find the correct keys by themselves. Now, something I like to do quite often, which I've been told is a little weird, is that I like to play my piano exercises backwards. Now, the cool thing about this is that it sounds like an entirely different piece of music when you play it in reverse. And also, it really forces your mind to work extra hard to process what it is you're asking it to do. And that's exactly what you need in order to develop good hand-eye coordination on the piano. So if we were to switch these numbers around so that they're backwards, they'd look like this. Now, this is the same pattern we just played, but now it's in reverse. Alright, so once again, let's start off with our right hand in our first position, middle C position. And let's begin to play this finger chart at a slow, steady, and even pace. 1, 1, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. That sounds like a totally different pattern, doesn't it? As I said before, when you feel comfortable with this exercise and you're playing all the notes correctly, go ahead and speed it up. Okay, now let's move on to our second finger chart. This time we have another set of 15 numbers to play, but this pattern will have us constantly skipping fingers as we play a note, skip the next note, play a note, skip a note, and so on. And remember, we can't look down at our fingers to make sure we're selecting the right piano key. So this is a good exercise to make sure that you're testing your hand-eye coordination skills on the piano. So once again, let's begin with our right hand in middle C hand position again, and here we go. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1, 1. Now this chart is a little bit more tricky than our previous charts, and it actually sounds really nice when you play it faster. Just be sure you're playing the notes correctly first before you increase your speed. Now, if that wasn't enough of a test for you, let's switch these numbers around and see how they sound played backwards. Okay, now compared to the ease of our first right hand exercise, this is going to seem like finger jiu-jitsu compared to that. But anyway, let's get right to it. 1, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 3, 2, 4, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. Wow, what a difference that makes, huh? All we did was reverse the sequence of numbers, and we get a completely different sounding melody. So, it seems that although we've only learned 5 notes in our right hand so far, these 5 notes seem to be more than enough to create some really great sounding melodies. And that's exactly what I'd like to encourage you to do. Sit down and get creative. Write down your own 5-note finger patterns. All you have to do is choose any numbers between 1 and 5, and then sit down at your piano and play them in the middle C hand position. Just remember, when you play them, look directly at the chart you've written and try not to look down at your fingers. And for the added challenge, don't forget to play your charts backwards as well. Now don't think for a minute that we're done here. We still have a lot more work to do in our next lesson, because we're going to continue playing even more challenging finger patterns with our right hand. And if you want to get complete details on what we did here today in Get Piano Lesson 3, just check me out online at www.getpianolessons.com. Well, it's been my pleasure to bring you this introductory lesson on sight reading. I hope it has inspired you, and I'll see you here next time for Get Piano Lesson 4. Take care.